What's going on, YouTube? I'm here with TradeUI to show you how you can use their site, which compiles stock and option flow data for the trading day to help you determine whether you are bullish or bearish on a stock. This is a very powerful tool that you can use to give yourself a trading edge. If you combine this with your own personal trading strategies, you can start to see yourself improving on your trading performance when used correctly. This is going to be a four-part video series where I go over the different functions that TradeUI has to offer. Today, we're going to talk about the options section, which compiles of option flow, the chain overview, and the option leaders. So right off the bat, when you log into TradeUI, you'll see a lot of data that populates on the page. And we're going to go ahead and break down this data so you have a better understanding of what you're looking at. So right off the top right here, you'll see the gap ups and gap downs of the trading day. These are going to be gaps that happen at the opening bell, and it'll list all the popular gaps that happen for the day. Next, you'll see the stock tweets, which will show the most popular tickers that were mentioned on stock tweets for the day. And lastly, you'll see the popular trend, the popular topics on Wall Street bets and what tickers were with those particular conversations for the day. Next, you'll see an overall sentiment of the option flow data down here that got populated for the day, and also bring up the option sweep data that was populated as well. It'll give you the sentiment of the overall data, and you can change the sentiment based off the option flow filtering, which we'll show here in a second. You also see the rating, the call flow, and the put flow for the day. The next windows you'll see is the option flow filtering section, the flow setup section, and the unusual flow section. The unusual flow section will bring up different unusual option activities that happen for contracts. Basically, you'll start to see either calls or puts being bought or sold for strikes that are very aggressive and unusual for the typical trading day. So you can use this as a potential watch list to see if you see a potential breakout or a breakdown of a stock occurring. Next, you can also look at the flow setups to see what stocks are squeezing, where they're basically trading in a tight channel, and how long they've been in that tight channel. And also you can see this coming out of squeeze, and you can see if they're starting to break out of that channel. And usually it will show on the daily, that's D represents daily, it will show this, so the VRTX is coming out of the squeeze on the daily chart. And you can also see where UWMC is currently in a 10-day squeeze, and later on you'll see it pop up later. Whenever it pops out of the squeeze, it'll populate when UWMC is breaking up or breaking down of that squeeze. The next part I want to talk about is the option flow filtering system. We already have a couple of videos mentioning how you can use the option flow filtering system to look for potential swing, day, and long-term trades. However, I'll just go ahead and type up a quick example. If I want to use a days till expiration of, let's see, we'll do 15 days, a minimum contract life of 15 days, and a maximum contract life of, let's do 30 days. Let's go ahead and make that 30. We'll make this one 15. And we'll go ahead and do a minimum premium of 100,000. And we'll change our underline to only worry about stocks. And we'll only look for fills that are at the ask. This tells you that people are starting to buy these positions. So we'll go ahead and apply the filters. And as you can see, the top flow will actually change. And the green represents an overall premium that is positive. The red represents the overall premium that is negative. It'll give you the premium difference right here at the top. So for example, snow is at 860,000 to the bull side. And I'll do a quick breakdown where the calls, there was 3 calls for 860,000 total. And there was a put with a premium of $0 total. And this is correlating with the filtering system that you set up right here. So this gives you the top flow that happened for the day. That way it kind of gives you a quick little hot list to see what's popular and what's not popular. However, if you want to go ahead and look down here, you can see all the sweeps that happen for the day. But if you decide to look at, let's use snow for example. You can also search snow right here. After you've searched for snow, it'll populate all of the option flow that correlates with the filter you have set. So there was 3 contracts bought for these particular filters. It'll show you the timestamp at which it was bought, the ticker itself. It'll show you the spot at which the contract's actually bought. It'll tell you the strike price that was purchased, the expiration date, and it'll give you the days till expiration, so in this case 16 days. It'll give you the total premium of the actual contracts. It'll tell you if the contract was in the money, at the money or out the money. In this case, it was in the money because they bought the 144 strike when the stock was trading at 162. It'll give you the overall expected percent move. This is the difference between the spot price and the strike price. So this is negative 11%. So this tells you that these are deep in the money calls where they're expecting the stock, it could pull back a little bit. So they're kind of hedging their bets to give themselves a little breathing room before it turns around to the upside. It also gives you the overall strength, the average fill, which was all asked, which was filtered out right here. It'll tell you the price of the contracts, the number of sweeps, whether it was a block trade or a sweep. In this case, all three of these were block trades. And it'll give you a sentiment. So all these were bullish positions on snow. And if you want to hover over the cursor, it also populate a chart of snow, what it looks like right this second. So this is the long-term chart where this is on the daily level. So if you use Think or Swim, you can combine this as well to kind of see where you want to use your technical analysis, or if you use TradingView or any other platform to use trading analysis itself. Next, I want to talk about the chain overview. So the chain overview does the same thing right here. It'll show you all the gaps and the stock tweets and the Wall Street bets, but it'll also show you the option chain, that overview that happened for a particular ticker. So in this case, it already defaults to Tesla, but we'll go ahead and put in snow. I'm going to click go. It'll sometimes take a second to load the data. My Wi-Fi is a little bit slower right now, so that's why it's taking a second. But these are set for the August 5th 2-day expiration option chain. If you want to change it, you just go here and change it to we'll do 23 days till expiration. And it'll give you an overview of the overall option chain. And right here's a breakdown of the call volume, which will indicate in green. The call open interest, which is a dark purple. The put volume, which will be implicated as red. And the put open interest, which is indicated as pink. Then it'll also show you the heat map for the particular contracts that you're looking at. It'll show you, and this is for the calls, and I'll show you the heat map for the puts, as mentioned as well. And you can filter this by volume or open interest. So if you want to change to open interest, you can use this. These are extra tools that you can utilize for your trading strategy. I personally do not use these tools. However, if this is something that you look at and you need to review, these tools are here for your use. Lastly, I want to show you with the option leaderboard. This will show you the unusual flow that happened for the day, as well as show you the option flow leaders that happened for the trading day. So for example, it looks like OXY, the $35 call for 198 days till expiration, had the total unusual activity option sweep, had the total unusual option flow sweep volume leader with 6,500 contracts. And then also show you the top sweeps down here in a breakdown of a grid setup to kind of show you what was going on overall in the market today. So you have Tesla with an overall call volume of 1,091 and a put volume of 333. So this is a quick little breakdown of the different aspects that the option section shows you. Me personally, for my trading strategy, I love using the option filtering system. This helps give me a quick watch list of what potential trades I can take. This has helped me tremendously in my own personal trading, and I use this every day and I check it out every day to monitor my existing trades. I hope you enjoyed this quick little tutorial on TradeUI, and I'm going to drop a link down in the description below that you can use to check out TradeUI. We have a trial that you can sign up for to see if this is the right tool for you. And if it's not, we understand. However, we do believe that this will be a beneficial tool for you in your trading future. Good luck, guys, and happy trading.